इनके कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, इनकी सब जानकारी अगर सबके साथ में शेयर हो तो उनसे कांटेक्ट बना रहेगा, और जिसको जो एरिया में काम करना है वो उसमें जुड़ सकता है। तो मैं जो भी यहाँ पे मंच पे है उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि आप सबका जितने भी स्पीकर है उनका एक प्रोफाइल, उनके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का एड्रेस सब एक अगर मेल में सबको शेयर कर लिया तो हम उनसे कांटेक्ट करके ये काम जरूर आगे बढ़ाएंगे, और अगले साल जब मिलेंगे तो क्या काम किया इसका लेखा जोखा भी आपको देंगे। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much for this opportunity, sir. Now that I've gotten this opportunity to speak in front of you, what I want to speak about is, yes, my introduction is, I'm Abhishek Karmakar from NLU Assam. I'm a fourth year student. I've been present in this conference for the last 2 days, yesterday and today. So the conference has been very eye-opening. I've learned about a lot of issues which I was oblivious to before I came here. And a lot of these issues have a lot of real-world implications. Yesterday we talked about the problem in the Gulf of workers who go from India to the Gulf countries and they face deplorable working conditions there. Likewise, we also learned a lot about the problems of Indian diaspora and the problem in Pakistan. So what I wanted to say was, these problems can have solutions in 2 different levels. The first is the level of the high officials, where people from top international organizations, people from top NGOs, using their influence and policy making capabilities, can make change happen to solve these problems at a global level. And there's another sphere of solutions that has to come from us as individuals. So I want to suggest that all of us as individuals can solve this problem by using our power of speech and expression. Like every issue that we learn about here, we can discuss it with our friends and family, and we spread it as far as we can. And it's very important to know that in this day and age, in the 21st century, we have the power of social media. If we want, with proper techniques and a broader reach, we can actually make our stories, our problems viral for the whole world to hear. So I would like to suggest all the law students along with me to find practical solutions to learn how to use the legal instruments that are in place to solve these problems, and every other individual who wants to make a difference to use the power of social media and any other techniques that you can get your hands on to spread this message, and let us hope that we solve these problems in our lifetimes. Thank you.
Every student participant is to come here and speak for 2 minutes, otherwise we won't give you certificate.
Very good afternoon everyone, on the dais and off the dais. I am Ambajan from Damodaram Sanjivaya National University, Visakhapatnam. I had been for the 2 days conference, and as my friend said, that this conference is really an eye-opening for all of us. We really don't know what issues we are facing right now in the other countries, what our people in the other countries are facing right now. So my first suggestion would be, like, we are the law students. So we are the only ones for the future of this country. So we know how we know the practical situations of this country. What are the loopholes in the laws? So we have to contribute something for our people only. Like today's conference, they have said that I would like to say that in the Pakistan, they are talking about the Dalits. They don't have a minorities protection rights and all these things, but they really have a protection rights, but the judiciary is not helping them. They, under the Article 184(3), you can file the PIL in the Supreme Court of Pakistan as well if you really want to fight for the minorities. There are many. I know they have an Islamic State after 1973 amendment, which have been passed by the Pakistan legislature, but then also the Constitution of Pakistan really provides the protection of minorities. Some organizations are really working in the field of protection of the minorities, but when it comes to the implementation of these policies, you will find no one there to help you. I know, but the law students and the youth can only help them, and the social media is really a very strong platform to help these type of issues. So this much only I want to convey, and this is really a very good conference for me. Thank you.
Hi, myself Vedant Shan, myself from IP University, and this was a very this 2 days conference was a very memorable day for me, because my friend says that we was not aware about the international topics at all, because we are facing but human rights at India level, at a national level. But the thing is that I am very thankful to Mr. Professor Sir. I was listening his every word very carefully, and he was right. He said the few lines I am extracting for his speech, and he said ki, when you are appreciating someone else, it is secularism, and when you are appreciating yourself, it is intolerance. So we have to focus on the word and on the feeling that the sufferings are the same, the problems are the same, but the solutions that we are going to find are yet to find. And if we are not sincere enough, as we are going out of the hall and we are forgetting all of this, what we are discussing, this is the real crucial issue. As many of the conference we are attending, this was why I think my 12th of the conference at the international level. But the thing is that after the hall we are exiting, we are all forgetting about the real topic and the real crucial things. And I am very thankful to Mr. Professor Sir, thankful to and the organizer committee, that we have to, the only suggestion of mine is that problems and sufferings are the same, but we have to find a solution, and this is up to on the lawyers and the youth lawyers. Thank you. Thank you.
Greetings to all present here. I just came here to speak about the Sri Lanka War Widows, and technically this is my first international conference I'm presenting over here. And what I feel right now is, as my friend said, that we should have the need of human rights inculcating among us, because there's so much pressure, there's so much problems are facing around the world. It's like tremendous. And the need for human rights and the topics which are present over here, they should be like supported, and we should move towards for the betterment of the future. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Chandrika from DSNU, Damodram Sanjeevan National University. I really like this conference. As such, I have no views, but as a law student, we'll surely work on those issues to help the poor people or to help the people who are in need. Thanks.
Someone else? Anil ji, आप कुछ बोलेंगे?
आप कुछ कह रहे हैं?
Good evening, distinguished speakers, other guests, and the audience. To introduce myself, I am a retired Wing Commander J.P. Sharma from Indian Air Force. For last 2 years, I am in legal practice, presently at Gurgaon. My question to my learned friend is on the language. My question is only one. Matribhasha, Matribhasha, Matribhasha. I fully appreciate, support, but how far can a student go, or how far can an Indian go only with Matribhasha? We do not have any advanced books on physics, chemistry, medical, engineering in our own mother tongue. Government of India is not at all progressing in this field. So my views are, no doubt, love to mother tongue is a different thing. But let us never leave the competence in English, otherwise it will lead us nowhere. This is what I want to submit. Yeah, please, sir.
बहुत अच्छी बात और गुड बात आपने कही। वैश्विक स्तर पे, वर्ल्ड लेवल पे अगर हमें compete करना है तो हमें अंग्रेजी की सहायता लेनी भी पड़ेगी और मजबूरी भी है। लेकिन जहाँ तक सवाल बदलाव का है तो सर मैं बहुत काइंड होकर के आपसे कहना चाहता हूँ, विनम्र होकर कहना चाहता हूँ कि बदलाव की बयार शुरू हो चुकी है। भोपाल में एक नया विश्वविद्यालय बनाया गया है, अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी हिंदी विश्वविद्यालय। वहाँ पे आप पता करेंगे मेडिकल और इंजीनियरिंग का फर्स्ट बैच पूरी हिंदी में शुरू किया जा चुका है। ऐसा नहीं है कि चीजें नहीं बदलेंगी। आप जर्मन जाते हैं, जापान जाते हैं, चाइना जाते हैं, कहीं और भी जाते हैं, क्या वहाँ मेडिकल की किताबें अंग्रेजी में पढ़ी जा रही हैं? नहीं। इंजीनियरिंग की किताबें अंग्रेजी में पढ़ी जा रही हैं? नहीं। हम एक समृद्ध भाषा के से संपन्न देश हैं। ये हमारी विपन्नता रही है कि हम अपनी भाषा के अस्तित्व को और अपनी भाषा की महत्ता को अभी तक पहचान नहीं पाए। पर ए डे विल कम, एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जब विश्व के सबसे उत्कृष्ट पुस्तकें हम आपको हिंदी भाषा में भी देंगे।
Now I'll invite Ms. Vatsala, Principal Lakshmi College, Delhi University. We welcome Shri Vishwajit Bhattacharya ji, former Additional Solicitor General of India. आपका स्वागत है सर।
मंचासीन सभी विद्वजन, जिनमें से मैं सिर्फ एक को पहचानती हूँ और जानने में हम पहचानना मान लेते हैं, और इस सभागार में उपस्थित सभी सुधीजन, मुझे यहाँ बोलने के लिए बुलाया गया है, लेकिन मुझे ये नहीं पता कि बोलना क्या है, क्योंकि अभी मैं 5 मिनट से करीब 5 या हार्डली 10 मिनट हुए होंगे मैं इस सभागार में हूँ, तो मैं विषय को किस तरह लिया जा रहा है ये समझ नहीं पाई हूँ। जो 2 विचार अभी मेरे सामने आए हैं भाषा के माध्यम से, बाई चांस मेरा सब्जेक्ट जो विषय है, एक प्रिंसिपल हूँ तो पहले बेसिकली एक टीचर हूँ, तो वो मेरा इंग्लिश है, और चूंकि इंग्लिश और हिंदी की ही कुछ बात चल रही है, तो मुझे ये नहीं पता समझ में आया, शायद आप लोग मुझे
खत्म हो रहा था तो कुछ लोग अपना पार्टिसिपेशन दे रहे थे।
जी
सब्जेक्ट जो था लिंग्विस्टिक कंसर्न,
जी जी वो सब्जेक्ट
चल रहा था, तो वो आप थे नहीं, तो हमने उसको खत्म करके आगे के लोगों का पार्टिसिपेशन शुरू कर दिया, इसलिए आप उसी पर ही आ जाइए।
अच्छा,
आप चिंता मत करिए।
नहीं, चिंता की बात नहीं है। अध्यापक तो ऐसा है कि विषय बस पता चल जाए फिर तो किसी पर भी बोल सकता है। लेकिन हाँ, प्रासंगिक जरूर होना चाहिए, बिकॉज एज फार एज आई कुड अंडरस्टैंड लिंग्विस्टिक कंसर्न्स जो आपने विषय रखा है जी, इन लिंग्विस्टिक कंसर्न्स ऑफ इंडियन डायस्पोरा, तो अभी मैं वैसे समझना चाहती थी, आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग कि देयर मस्ट बी फ्यू पीपल फ्रॉम हु आर रिजाइडिंग समवेयर एल्स एंड from Indian diaspora, and I'm sure that they are attending this conference. So what kind of issues they face, that I wanted to know actually. And then only as a researcher, as a student of language, I would have preferred to understand the subject and to go about it. Because when we talk about linguistics, linguistics is a scientific study of language acquisition and structure And as it's a social construct, it has many things like images, meaning, and so forth, so on and so forth. And diaspora again, when we talk about diaspora, it goes back to the Jews' exile, that we know that the pain and the sufferings they have felt. And language is a mode of communication. So when, as far as I understand, since this is not an academic, I think, I don't know the nature also of this conference. So the basic things, and within few words, if I have to submit my views, then what I understand that a diaspora or the person from Indian diaspora, maybe speaking Hindi, English or any other local dialect, when that person goes to a country, a foreign country, because then only when the transnational or deterritorialization comes, then only diaspora issues come up. So without that, diaspora is not possible. That diasporic sensibility that we talk about, and these people certainly they have their social, political and economic connections with the country of their origin. So they are in constant contact with their country of origin, and they have to stay for different reasons. It may not be exile, just like the Ruth or the solitary reaper that Wordsworth talks about. I hope many of you might have read that poem, very beautiful one, that solitary reaper, that she sings and binds the grain. She is all alone, and the pain and the melancholy that is there. So that exile may be forced. It may be for economic reason that you want to make, or you feel at least, that you want to make your life better by leaving your country of origin. So in that case, when you go there and you find people speaking different language, and you have to be there, you have to have your social relations, and then your job or business or whatever. So a different type of clash comes there, because of the diasporic sensibility. You are somewhere attached to your roots, then you have to make a different kind of living, and in between your language, the loss of words also happens, the loss of images also happen, and simultaneously it enriches also your experience as a diasporic person. You are able to contribute to that particular language also. Just as in case, we have been colonialized by British people. So it is not only that Britishers have affected when we talk about linguistic concerns. So it is not only that they affected our language, their language, when they come in close contact with Indian people, that also gets affected. And the only thing is that we should be conscious of our origin, yet we need a lingua franca, that a common language, that as somebody was saying, ki Hindi, it's good to love your mother tongue, but without English, that communication is not possible. So it might be, but how I take it, that okay, English, it might be a common language for communication at international level, but we should be proud of our own language, and not only language that the images, the meaning, and the symbols, and whatever the repertoire that we have, that we should be conscious of, and we should not exactly try to imitate. Why not Indian English? Now in academics also we have accepted this Indian English. So maybe that we don't, we may not make our living without knowing English, but why to imitate British English or American English? We can have that Indian English also that is quite affected by our own language. So these are the concerns that should we exactly follow. Of course, we know that with Hindi we are not going to make it. There might be one university, one college that is teaching English, as in case of Bhutan, or in India also we have Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya. So translations are also there, and we might do it a lot, work a lot to go to try in this direction and to have researches also. But what I feel that we should try to have it in our own way. If we have to accept any particular language, be it English or any other language. Thank you.
Thank you, Vatsalaji. Slavery was abolished in 1917, so we will be celebrating abolition of slavery 100 years of that. So I'll request Rajesh ji that HRDI should also be a part of it. And I'll invite Amarjeet ji to propose vote of thanks, and I'll acknowledge Gopal Agrawal ji, our Vice President.
This is the most important job one has to do at the end of the day, and I'm sure all of you must have been enlightened in many ways. It is my great privilege to acknowledge those speakers who enlightened us today, and I could see the presentation done by Dr. Mahalingam on Malaysia and Dr. Sharadendu on minorities in Bangladesh were eye-openers to many of young scholars. And I'm very grateful to both of them to be here today. Similarly, Pradarshi presented on Bhutanese refugees, and Pradarshi justified his name as Priyabhashi also. He spoke so well on the subject, it stirred some thoughts in our mind. Very grateful to you to be here and presenting before us. Similarly, I could hear from Ashish ji. He spoke about Bharatiya Hindi के संदर्भ में और भाषाओं के संबंध में अपने विदेश की यात्राओं से आंखों देखी घटनाओं के साथ आपने मुझे हम सबको जोड़ा। आपका आभार HRDI की तरफ से। उसी प्रकार से हमारे सामने दो तीन स्पीकर जो ना आ पाए उनको भी धन्यवाद। उनके नाम का और उनके विषय के बारे में हमें जानकारी अपने HRDI के वेबसाइट से मिलेगी आपको, आप उनको भी जान पाएंगे, उनका भी आभार। और रेणु जी की कविता जिसकी कम कही जाए जितनी तो उतना ही कम है, उन्होंने दो भाषा में अपने शब्दों को पिरो के बताया। और I can assure you when you quoted what wholehearted with you, we are wholehearted with you in HRDI matters all the time. You also coined a new term, wholehearted honesty, which is a very rare use. And you have talked about waiting for the joy. And I'm sure all these words relate to the situation of our Pravasi suffering in many countries. We are all waiting for that joy to come together. And they will be sure to have some fragrance of the land in coming days when we all try together. Thank you so much, Renu ji, to give us Hindi and English both. और आपने हिंदी में कहा था पलट के ना आएगा। मैं आशा दिलाता हूँ, विश्वास कराता हूँ राजेश जी के नाम से HRDI की तरफ से कि हम लोग पलट के आएंगे, HRDI में ऐसे कार्यक्रम करेंगे जहाँ हम सब इस रेजोल्यूशन के साथ जुड़ेंगे। जो 2-3 दर्शकों ने हमें इनलाइटेंड किया प्रश्नों के द्वारा, उनमें सबसे प्रमुख नाम हमारे सामने हैं सिंधु के तट क्षेत्र से आए हुए हिंदू जी। आपने अपने सैंधव धर्म का पालन किया और आप हमें क्वेश्चन से और अपने पिछले सेशन में अपने प्रेजेंटेशन से हमें कृतान्वित किया। मैं बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ आपका। और प्रश्नों में कई बच्चों ने जो प्रश्न किए और उनकी जो जोश खरोश है, हम जैसे बूढ़ों को भी आकर्षित और प्रभावित किए। कर्माकर जैसे व्यक्ति ने आकर जो बताया अपने अनुभवों को, मैं उन सब का बच्चों का नाम याद नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, आभारी हूँ। पहले से क्षेत्र में भी अभी एकाएक लास्ट में आने पर भी वत्सला जी को छोड़ा नहीं गया। हम लोग उस एचआरडीआई में हम लोग इकट्ठे सब दृष्टिकोण से काम करते हैं। आपके वात्सल्य भरे शब्दों का बहुत स्वागत है और आपका आभार। और हमेशा की तरह इस कार्यक्रम में एचआरडीआई की जो टीम है, जिन्होंने प्रश्न उत्तर और इंतजाम सब में मिलकर काम किया, जिनका नाम कल भी मुझे लेने का सौभाग्य मिला था, जिनके पुरोधा हमारे श्री राजेश जी गोगना और भावना जी और उनकी टीम के सदस्य गोपाल जी अग्रवाल वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हैं। बिजी होने के कारण अभी देर से आए, लेकिन उनकी सहमति और दिशा निर्देश पीछे से मिलता रहा है हमेशा। मैं उनका आभारी हूँ। आपने अंतिम दिन भी आकर हमारे हौसले को बढ़ाया, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। बिजली वाले, लाइट वाले जो आज नहीं हैं, उनका भी धन्यवाद। कल उन्होंने बहुत मदद की थी, उनके बिना हमने सीखने के बाद हमने अपने आप काम चलाया आज, और इस ज्ञान को बढ़ाने के लिए उनका धन्यवाद। और गुरु जी, आपने भी पहले सेशन में बहुत अच्छा कार्य किया और आपकी हिंदी और आपकी डेसिबल और जो वॉल्यूम की जो मैट्रिक्स होती है वो काफ़ी लोगों को आकर्षित कर दी। धन्यवाद आपका सभी का। और मंच पर बाकी जो बैठे हैं उनमें हमारे मुकेश जी, जिन्होंने संचालन के लिए सारी कोशिशें और भाषा के साथ हम लोगों को जोड़े रखा। धन्यवाद आपका। दर्शकों में विशेष रूप से अनिल जी वर्तक का नाम लेना चाहूँगा आदर के साथ, और भाटिया जी बैठे हैं, उनका भी आदर के साथ, और भी कई लोग हैं, सब आदरणीय, हम सबको नमस्कार करता हूँ। और हमें शायद उम्मीद है कि कुछ चाय जलपान मिलेगा। मैं वाकई रोक नहीं लूँ। अब देखिए गुरु प्रकाश जी, आपको आना पड़ेगा हमारे लिए, आपके पास, आपके लिए मेरे पास समय निकालना। आइए गोपाल जी, आप आए हैं लास्ट में, तो कुछ काम तो करना पड़ेगा। आजकल भाजपा के नेशनल स्पोक्स पर्सन है, डायरेक्टर ऑफ बैंक ऑफ इंडिया में भी आजकल, बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा में भी। वाइस प्रेसिडेंट दिल्ली बार एसोसिएशन श्री जेपी सिंह जी, प्लीज oblige us by coming. श्री अनिल वास्तव जी, हर बार मिलता और सभी को ग्रुप फोटो के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूँ मंच पर। मंच के और उसके बाद चाय सबके साथ।
आ जाएंगे।
सभी लोग नहीं, सामने देखिएगा सभी।
आप भी आ जाइए।